month's challenge, A Gift in November, is all about getting ready for gift giving. And I am sharing inspiration for gifts that you can sew up quickly for everyone in your family. Hello, sparkly ones. Welcome back to my channel, Sew Let's Sparkle with Sam. My name's Sam, and welcome if you are new. If you've just popped on because of this lovely hashtag, then welcome. You are very welcome here. So this video is all about a sewing challenge, a gift in November, a sewing challenge dedicated to getting the sewing community sewing gift ready. So it's hashtag AGTN, a gift to November 25, and it's run by the lovely Alison at Sew Like Dotty. So in this vlog, I'll be sharing inspiration for gifts for the whole of my family. But just to let you know, these aren't actually my entries. I am going to be keeping those all top secret because my family watches these vlogs. So this is just basically inspiration for an imaginary family to you, but it is my actual family and who I make gifts for. So there will be gift giving for an adult daughter, adult sons, 2 children, goddaughters, my husband, my mum, and of course me. I'm going to make a gift for me. It's Christmas. So I will be giving really simple garment ideas that can be sewn up nice and quickly. Each garment will take less than kind of 2 to 3 hours. And yeah, they can sewn up really quickly, and they don't need to fit like a glove. Okay, I'm going to start with my adult daughter, or any adult woman really, young adult woman category, as it were. So my thoughts for this is, because The Traitors is such a big hit at the moment, and because Claudia Winkleman is such a style icon, well, particularly for my daughter, and my daughter loves watching Traitors, and she loves kind of, you know, following fashions. So, and she also loves to dress up, and when I say dress up, she likes to dress up fancy as well, but she also likes dressing up as in cosplay and that kind of thing. So a fancy dress party is her idea of, you know, a fantastic night out. So I thought about making her a cape, because a cape can be interchangeable. The cape, you know, Traitors is very in at the moment, so she could wear it, you know, with over a pair of jeans and a top and a cape just to make her seasonally ready. She could use it for cosplay, she could use it for dressing up, and I just think having a cape is really cool. So the pattern that I'm going to suggest is actually from Waves and Wild. Now Waves and Wild is changing hands very shortly, but you can still get their patterns at the moment from the Fold line, and that's where I'm going to put the link down below from the Fold line, and they will also print off all the pattern pieces, because for the Storybook cape there are quite a lot of pattern pieces, because it's a fantastic pattern. You can make it for children and adults, so it goes through from your full length kind of Harry Potter kind of cape, or, you know, Traitors as in the actual Traitors cape, up to kind of a very kind of short bolero type cape. They come with collars, they come with hoods, you can kind of change it around. I love the idea of this pattern because, of course, sizing isn't so important. As long as you know the rough size of your adult daughter, which I do, you know, it should be really easy to fit and to make. You can make it with not lots and lots of fabric if you want to make a shorter one, and I think that's probably what I would do. And obviously if you add a collar and a hood, you might want to have a little bit more fabric. They use woven fabrics. Now I don't know about you, but when I do dress make, I quite often end up with remnants of fabrics, and they're great for using as the linings, and then you can use gorgeous wools or twills or tweeds for the mane of the cape. So yeah, I think it would make a lovely gift and also use up some of those scraps. I have used this pattern before, but it was for a child, and I did manage to sew it up in under 2 hours. Next up, adult sons, so adult men. Young men, oh, they are difficult, aren't they? In so many different ways. I find gift giving for men, particularly for young men. I've also got boyfriends in the mix as well to buy for, so there's quite a few kind of men that I buy for and make for Christmas, and I just find it can be a bit of a challenge. There's only so many wash bags, you know, with games controllers that you can make, and so I thought a nice simple garment that I know that all of my boys in my family will love is a t-shirt, because they live in t-shirts, they love t-shirts. And a lovely style of t-shirt that I found quite recently, a pattern that I found quite recently, which is more of the style of what my boys would wear, is the wardrobe, pardon me looking down, I have a lot of patterns and I can't remember them all, is the wardrobe by me, and it's called Men's Big T-shirt. And yeah, when I saw that pattern, I knew instantly it just looked like all of the other t-shirts in my boys' wardrobes. So I thought that that would be a great one to make. It doesn't use up lots and lots of fabric because it is a t-shirt, so a lot of jerseys that I've got in my stash, but it is a great way to make, you know, a little bit of a festive t-shirt as well. So, you know, if you know that your boys or the men in your life are coming over for a Christmas dinner, then a Christmassy festive t-shirt, they can always wear it for bed with a pair of boxer shorts, or you could rustle up a pair of pajamas at the same time, a pair of pajama bottoms to match. So my idea for this t-shirt is that I'm going to be doing some applique this year. I love applique, and applique is where you use fabric and you bond the fabric to the t-shirt, and then you stitch around it, and then you can put lots of lovely shapes and things on. And yeah, and my boys are a bit jokers, you know, they like a little bit of a joke. So I thought I could put some kind of funny things on, yeah, and just make it really personalised. I think a personalised gift is a really good gift, and if you can, you know, sew a bit of funny into Christmas giving, it will be fun for you when they open it in front of you and you get to see their face. Now, I can sew a t-shirt in under an hour, so if you have lots of boys to make for, then this is a really good one. You could probably get 5 t-shirts sewn up in a day. So we'll keep to the men and we'll go on to my husband, the lovely Mr. Sparkles, or your husband, another Mr. Somebody. So yeah, I have been wanting to make this for my husband for quite some time, and it's from one of my favourite pattern companies. It's Friday Pattern Company, and it is a free pattern, and it's called the Old Coast Raglan sewing pattern. And it's what it says on the tin. It's a raglan shirt. It's 3/4 length. It's like a t-shirt, but it means that you can do a little bit of colour blocking on it, so you can use different fabrics for different parts. And I can just see, I know that my husband would definitely wear that. It'll be something that he wears all year round. I can make him a festive one if I want to, with just perhaps a little bit of festive fabric on, or I can just do one for everyday use. It's a free pattern, so that's a win-win. Christmas time is expensive, and because you can use different fabrics, it can be a bit of a scrap buster. So I haven't actually made this one before, but I've made similar 3/4 tops, which I can make in about an hour. So it's a good one for a quick, simple make that I think any husband would really love. So now we're going to go on to my mum. So my mum lives in Spain. So when I think about making her a gift, it kind of needs to work for all of the weathers. And it needs to work for her lifestyle. My mum likes to go out. My mum likes to go out with friends. My mum likes to go out for dinner. My mum, you know, she needs to be a little bit aware of the sun. So she likes to cover up her shoulders. And I saw a fantastic pattern from Itch to Stitch. And I've made my mum quite a few things before, and Itch to Stitch, she does seem to quite like those patterns and that style. And so I had a look through and tried to find something that I thought she would really love. And I found the pattern, and it is called Cape Cod Caplet. So it's another cape, which again, it is fantastic for that kind of fitting. I don't see my mum as often as I'd like to, so it's not always, I couldn't have her over for a fitting, not unless I was prepared to fly to Spain. So it needs to be something that I know that her rough size is going to be enough for me to make her something. And it is made with knit fabrics, so it will be something that's nice and soft. I probably will do it with some lighter weight knits, because even in the winter time in Spain tends to be warmer than it is here, and it will just be something for her to throw on. There's some beautiful knit fabrics around. One thing that I like to do as well with the kind of finer knits is to play around with some of the finishings, so that I can do little, gentle rolled hems on the overlocker and things like that. So I can kind of take the pattern, but then run with it and make it my own. So that's definitely the plan for my mum, and I can't imagine that it's going to take too long to sew up, but I think that she will adore it. And of course she will adore it, because I've made it. So on to the littlies, on to the little ones. Now I have 2 goddaughters that we like to buy for and make for, and they love nothing more than shopping and cartwheels in the garden. And yeah, there's basically their 2 favourite things. They're 11 and 9, and yeah, and so my idea was, I saw this lovely pattern, and it was a big 4 pattern, which is unusual for me. I tend to go for the indie patterns, and it's McCall's, and let me just read the number off for you. It's M6918, and it's a children and teens. The reason I went for this one is it's child and teens, so it did all of the age ranges that I needed it to do, and it's a skirt skort pattern. So it's basically, you have 3 different, I'll pop a picture up here, you have 3 different views. So you have the shorts underneath the skirt, and I think for the girls who love the cartwheels in the garden and bouncing on the trampoline and playing in the hammock in the summer and all of those things, I think that would be absolutely perfect for them, which means that they can play all day long, have as much fun as you want, and you don't have to worry about showing everybody your pants. And I think that that is a very good gift. Again, it's jersey fabric. I have a lot of jersey scraps. For a little person, it's not going to take a lot of fabric, which means it's quite an affordable gift. And yeah, so I am definitely going to have a look into that, and I will probably add something into that gift, maybe a little hairband or something made out of the scraps of the jersey, which makes a lovely little gift for Christmas. Something like that would probably take about 2 hours to make, and maybe a little bit more with the headband, but you could definitely get 2 girls' gifts sewn up in a day. So my final idea is a gift to myself, and this one I will definitely be making up, and this one possibly will be an entry if I get it done sewn up, because of course it's a gift for me, so I don't mind if everybody wants to see it. So if you want to do your entry and you don't want anyone to see it, you can enter. Alison has very kindly offered a email that you can, I'll put all of the details down below, so you can send her an email with all of your entries. She does ask you to save them all up to the end and send them to her all together, because it's very difficult if you get 18 different emails. So if you have all of your entries all together, you can send them to her. Then you can still partake in the challenge, but you can still keep your Santa secret. So my gift to myself, I'm going to give myself a gift to myself, and I'm going to put the name of the top just along here because I'm not entirely sure how to say it. So it's another itch to stitch pattern, and I think it's called the Iguazu. It's, yeah, I'll pop it along there. I'm not quite sure, but it's a lovely top, a lovely cow neck top. And as you can see, I love a little bit of a cow. It's much looser than this, and it's got a 3/4 sleeve. And I want to make myself a festive one. I want to make one as an alternative to a Christmas jumper, because I love a jumper, I love a sweatshirt, but around the festive period, I'm always really busy and I'm always really hot. I don't know about anybody else, but in the house, I'm in the kitchen, you're always in the kitchen, you've got the oven on, you've, got mince pies everywhere. I'm always hot. So I wanted something that was a bit of an alternative. This is a knit pattern. I think it'll be absolutely fabulous, and I'll make it in some jazzy festive fabric that will be my little Christmas jumper, with a secret that it's not a jumper. So this pattern comes in regular bust sizes and full bust sizes, which makes it great for everybody. And it comes in a size range of 00 to 40, which is a regular bust of 31 and 1/8 inches to 60 inches, and a hip of 33 inches to 62 inches. It's designed for a light to medium knit fabric with a little bit of drape, which means it would be great for what I want it for. And it says that it's a beginner skill level, so I can't imagine it's going to take too long to whip up. So I hope you've enjoyed some of that little inspiration for what you could make for your family members. And if you would like to enter, remember you can enter anytime in November. You can enter using the hashtag AGTN25, and don't forget to tag in at @SewLikeDottie. And yeah, anytime during November at all. So as soon as you get sewing, you can pop them on Instagram. Remember, if you are going to use the email, save them all up and send them to Alison in a one hit. Thank you so much for watching and staying to the end. You've been watching me. My name's Sam and this is my channel, So Let's Sparkle with Sam. Don't forget to go and check out some of the other lovely vloggers that are vlogging on this vlogging tour for this challenge. You can go and find a playlist at Alison's challenge, So Like Dottie. And yeah, have fun. Don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon.